and welcome to my channel, Andra Makes. I refashioned a dress that I was never going to wear into a skirt that I will wear, and I am excited to share it with you today. And I also made a shirt to go with it. But before we get into that, I want to let you know that I have a collab with Sarah from Naughty Gnome Crafts coming up next week. And I will put a link to her channel in the description box, so go check out her channel if you haven't already and subscribe so you don't miss our collab. And all I can say is we're both sewing a vintage pattern, but not necessarily from the same era or decade. We just left it at a vintage pattern and let the other choose what pattern and what decade they're going to make. So I'm super excited about that. So be sure you don't miss that. And the dress that I refashioned is McCall's 6697 View D right here. And I actually made this dress several years ago, not long after I first started sewing, and Professor Pincushion has a sew along for it on her channel, and if I can find it I will link it in the description box, and I'll be showing you that dress as well. And I've also made this view C. It's shorter, of course, and then the shorter sleeves, but I did the color blocking on mine, and I'll be showing you that dress also. But the dress I made, here is a picture of it, and I made it last year for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge that's hosted by T from Crumpets Tea and Sewing and Crystal from Crystal Sews and Stuff. And the theme was bright and bold, so I went for it, as you can see. However, this dress does not fit in my lifestyle whatsoever. It's really out there, which is not me. I'm not an out there type person, and also it's extremely form-fitting, and that's just not for me either. But the design of the dress, as you can see, is amazing. It's like origami, the way it goes together. And when I was making the dress, I was so impressed with the design of it. It's really mind-boggling how it goes together, and kudos to the pattern designer. It's genius. But I didn't want to waste that beautiful design. For my lifestyle, I have nowhere to go to wear that dress, and even if I did, I wouldn't wear it because, like I said, it's too form-fitting and just out there for my personal taste. But like I said, I didn't want to waste it. So all I did was cut off the bodice and left the bottom portion of the dress, which is now a skirt. I have a video where I'm actually working on this skirt, and I will link it in the description box as well. It's the one where my mom and sister and I went to a cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains for a weekend, and my sister and I took our sewing machines. So check that out if you haven't seen it. It's a lot of fun and random, but I was working on this skirt. And the top I made to go with the skirt. I knew that I wanted one that tied at the waist to kind of bring in the volume a little bit from the skirt because it's really long and swishy. But I didn't want to have loose fitting on the top and loose fitting on the bottom. I was afraid that would look too oversized. So I knew I wanted a shirt that tied in the front, and I started looking through my patterns, and I found this one, which was absolutely perfect. It's McCall's 7630, and view F, as you can see, ties in the front. And I have actually made this version also, version C, and I will show that one to you also. And I made that in November, December as part of the Sew Festive Challenge. So I was really excited to find that I already had a pattern that tied in the front. So I'm going to be showing you the skirt and the shirt up close on hangers, and then I will insert pictures of me wearing them and also try them on for you. So here's my skirt. Here it is. As you can see, I just cut off the bodice of the dress and kept the skirt portion. And I'll show you the very cool details on the sides of the skirt. There's one side. Super cool. And then here's the other side. Oops, I didn't mean to spread it apart like that. But as you can see, it's a very cool design, and all I did was I got this rose gold elastic from Joann, and then I just quartered the skirt portion, and then I quartered the elastic and then just attached it. So not rocket science, but I will definitely get a ton of wear out of this now. And this fabric, both of them are double brushed polys that I got from Joann. Super fun, as you can see, bright and bold for sure. And then here is another version of the dress I made. This is the shorter version with the sleeves, and I actually sized up on this one so it won't be as close fitting. And I like this much, much better. And I'll insert a picture of me wearing this also. As you can see, it's a lot more loose fitting and wearable in my everyday life. And this fabric, both of these are double brushed polys that I got from Joann. And then this is the very first dress I made from this pattern several years ago. And this one is a lot more subtle. As you can see, a lot more wearable. Although I may end up doing the same thing with this one, cutting it off and just using the skirt. It's so long, I don't know if I could show you the whole thing, but you get the idea. But I can wear this in winter with a turtleneck or long sleeve shirt under it and a cardigan over top, and that will look really nice, I think. But like I said, I may end up doing the same thing and cutting this off and using it just as a skirt. And then here's the shirt I made. This is View F from McCall's 7630, and it is in this chambray fabric, chambray, tomato. I prefer pronouncing it chambray like the British, because as with most words, it sounds so much cooler when you use the British version. But anywho, it's this really lightweight fabric, and I got this from Joann also. And as you can see, there's the fun tie in the front, and then there's the back. And I wanted to do this lighter denim color because I wanted to tone the whole thing down, rein it in, bring it down a little bit. I know I can wear, the skirt has pink and purple and all that in it, but I didn't want that. I wanted something more subtle to calm the look down a little bit, since the skirt is so out there. And I do have a white galaxy tee that I can wear with that also, but I wanted to have a couple options, so that's why I chose to make this tie front shirt in this light denim color. And speaking of the galaxy tee, it's a free pattern, and I have a video on my channel about how to hack it. I think there's 3 different hacks, so check that out if you haven't seen that. And then here is view C of that same pattern. And like I said, the theme was so festive, so I went for it with the Christmas llamas and pom-poms on the bottom of the sleeves and around the hem. And here's a picture of me wearing this. So fun. And I wore this a few times during the Christmas season. It was a lot of fun. So now I'm going to go try on the skirt for you and the top, but in the meantime, here are some pictures of me wearing it. Okay, I have it on for you. As you can see, much more practical and wearable for me personally. I really love it, and we'll get so much more wear out of it now. You can see the tie front shirt and then the skirt, and here are the sides Hopefully you can see them better. It's just so cool the way it was designed. And then here's the other side. So fun. And here's the back. There wasn't anything necessarily wrong with the dress. It just wasn't me. It wasn't my personal style. I knew I would never wear it and I didn't want to waste it. So this will definitely work better for me now. I know I will get a lot more wear out of it being a skirt. And this is another example that refashions don't necessarily have to be complicated. All I did was cut off the skirt portion and add elastic. That was it, and it made a world of difference, and I'll definitely be wearing it more now. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!